Hey everybody, it's Mike Smith from Hawkeye Options here. Delighted you would join me for today. We're looking at AAL, American Airlines. The airline sector has really sort of underperformed the rest of the market in the main. American Airlines have managed to hold up quite well during this time, but interestingly, we had this big buy into the sector yesterday, and you'll see here on the daily chart of AAL, which has been in uptrend for a little while, but has failed really to break $37. This wide bar, this Hawkeye wide bar formation here. Now, for those of you not familiar with Hawkeye wide bars, this is a bar of significantly high volatility. And usually we put the rule in that we don't enter a long position until we've got a close over the top of the wide bar. So we'll be watching this one today for that. Now, there are two ways we could potentially play this, because the other way, as options traders, we can use the wide bar is we can use it as a reference for placing a credit spread. And what we usually do is, if it finishes in the top third of the wide bar, is we can potentially place a credit spread underneath the bottom of the wide bar. Quite often we see with wide bars, as you see here, we've had a break where it's pretty unconvincing. We've dropped back into the range, and this often happens if we don't get a continuation of that move in that direction. Then we often break back down into the range that the wide bar covers. If you notice here on the 2-day chart, we've got a wide bar going down direction. There we had our entry there. That would have been a great trade. And similar here, wide bar, finished in the bottom third. We could have done a bear call spread on this quite successfully. So those would be our two options really. We would wait for a break of today's high and enter a long trade on that, a bought call for example. Or we could potentially place a 36.35 or a 35.34 potentially for September bull put spread underneath the bottom of that wide bar. In terms of volume, we haven't got buying volume on our top two timeframes yet, but that's likely to change after market opens and we see yesterday's volume bar colour. We're likely to see this green. We're likely to see the 2-day green also, and we've already been in green on the weekly for a number of weeks. So that's where AAL sits. An interesting stock. Those would be our two potential alternatives to play this particular stock. And that's just one of the trades I'm considering for today. So before we go, if you'd like to see everything I'm considering and see the trades I'm really taking, why not take a trial to my Options Elite alert and trading service? That way, you can see exactly how I find the best trades that can produce the largest returns whilst keeping the risk low. Just click on the link below and get started today. You'll be glad you did. See you soon.